unhappiness. Pursuing pleasure, the desire for pleasure, and that very desire creates disharmony. So we are asking seriously, is desire itself the root, the origin, the beginning of disorder? And what then, if it is? We are not saying it is, because we are inquiring. We are going deeply into this very, very complex problem of desire. Desire is has great energy, drive. Desire for so many things, for power, position, for wealth, for freedom, for heaven. Desire to live happily, comfortably. And this desire, as it is, accumulates itself into will. Will is the essence of desire. So we must inquire, what is desire, which may bring about disorder? We desire to have food, that's quite natural. We desire to have a house, a shelter, that's also quite natural. To be clothed, that's quite natural. But is psychological desires for power, position, to become something beyond what one actually is, to achieve some idealistic state. There are so many kinds of desire, contradicting each other and sometimes working together. So we should very carefully go into the question of why and what is the origin of desire, and whether it is brings about disorder. Please, we are not telling you what desire is, and then with which you agree or disagree. We are having a conversation together. We are having, as two friends talking over together, the very, very complex problem of desire. So you are inquiring, not the speaker. The speaker is only verbalizing, putting into words the inquiry which you are making. And if your brain is not active, merely listening to what is being said, then it's a verbal communication which has very little meaning. Explanations are not the actuality. The speaker may explain very carefully, as is going to very in detail. But those explanations are verbal, have no meaning. But the verbal explanations are means of your own discovery which the speaker is putting into words. I hope this is perfectly clear. That the speaker is not conveying certain ideas, certain conclusions, but rather together we are observing the whole movement of desire, the nature of it, the inwardness of it, the origin of the beginning of desire. In all religions throughout the world, organized religions, the accepted authoritarian or orthodox religions, they've all said suppress or transmute desire. Identify your desire with that which is great, with that which is the savior, which is that which is something you want to achieve. Identify yourself with it. And so gradually suppress any contradictory, any sensual desires. This has been the edict of all religions. Monasteries are based on it. The monks pursue it. And the Asiatic monks, the sannyasis, do it in their own way. So desire has been condemned. We are not condemning it. We are not saying it must be suppressed or transmuted or play around with it. We are together going into this very complex problem, observing without motive. That's the whole point. Without motive. Just what is desire, which drives most of us, both commercially and psychologically. Please don't wait for me to think it out and explain. If you are serious, you are going to go into this. Because we have to find out, if we can, whether it's possible to live an orderly, sane, rational, a holy life. Not this conflicting, destructive, warlike existence. So what is desire? Why has it such enormous power in our lives? As we said, order is virtue. To become virtuous is desire. To have values established is a form of desire. You may have values, patterns, ideas, and so on. But If we do not understand the very movement of desire, whether it's contradictory, whether it's the origin of disorder, we must inquire very, very deeply what is desire. Is not desire born out of sensation? Sensory responses is part of desire. Sensation, that is, through observation, through optical perception, seeing, then contact, then sensation. Right? One sees a beautiful house, a lovely garden, and that very seeing brings about a sensation. From that sensation, the desire to own that house. Right? That is, the seeing, then the contact, then from that physical contact, sensation. This is obvious, right? Can we go on from there? You see a woman or a man who is nice looking, especially as it's advertised in this country. And there is the very seeing, then the contact, then the sensation. Then, please watch carefully yourself, then thought creates the image. Then, when thought creates the image, then desire arises. Right? It is, one sees a shirt, a robe in the window of a shop, goes inside, touches the material, then the very contact of it creates a sensation. Then thought says how nice that shirt or robe would look on me. At that moment, desire begins. Have you understood this? Have we understood this clearly? That thought with its image creates desire when there is sensation. Right, sir? Are we together in this? And if this is clear, don't please accept what the speaker is saying. It may totally be wrong. But carefully look at this movement of desire, so that you yourself discover for yourself the whole nature of desire, how it begins, and whether